Ahoy, mateys! This is Mistress Connie, and I'm here with the Dread Fleet. We've got something special for you for LibraryCon 2021! Arr! See, we'll be reading a fine book for you. Not just any book. This is a special book that will tease your taste buds. This pirate stew. Let's get started now. Oh, sit down. Get yourselves comfortable. Mind the extraneous noises about you, the dog, the parrots. Keep them all down and quiet, please. And here we have the pirate stew. Pirate stew, pirate stew, pirate stew for me and you. The night me mum and dad went out, I said, "We won't be babysat!" And they said, "You must not grump and pout. We're going out, and that is that. We've planned quite an exciting night. At first we'll dine by candlelight. Then watch a most instructive show, in which we'll learn how the flowers grow. You'll have to promise to behave." Then from the hall there came a pitter-thump. "We know that you'll both be brave. Say hello to your babysitter."
His hair was gray, his face was scarred, right leg a peg, left hand a hook. He grinned a grin and said my card. It read, Long John McRawn, ship's cook.
A ship's cook? My mom and dad said, "Time to run. Mr. McRawn is going to feed you." Long John said, "Mateys, you have fun, and we will call you if we need you," which we will not. So off they zoomed. My sister whispered, "We are doomed." My parents had not been gone long when someone knocked upon the door, and two cracked voices raised in song were joined by several voices more. The door opened, and in they came, a pirate crew. They were not tame.
One was fat and one was thin. One had a hanky on her head. One played upon the violin, 15 bad men upon a dead man's chest, and such like pirate ditties. My sister said, "Excuse me, when is dinner?" "Coming soon, my pretties," replied the pirate queen. So then the pirates headed for the fridge. I should do that over. Now one was fat and one was thin. One had a hanky on her head. One played upon the violin, 15 bad men upon a dead man's chest, and such like pirate ditties. My sister said, "Excuse me, when is dinner?" "Coming soon, my pretties," replied a pirate queen. So then the pirates headed for the fridge.
And gazed inside with puzzled looks. Some of the pirates scratched their heads. Some of the pirates sucked their hooks. "It's difficult to choose," said one. "Impossible," began another. "We have to feed 'em," Long John said. "I told their father and their mother. We pirates always keep our word." At that each pirate nodded head, and so they thoughtfully conferred. "Arr, beans on toast? No beans, no bread. Or scrambled eggs? Too complicated. Spaghetti? Looks like worms," one said. Old Long John thought. He hesitated. He said, "Me hearties, this is true. We ought to do what pirates do. We ought to make a pirate stew."
Long John produced an ancient pot. He then produced a wooden spoon. We'll serve it piping hot underneath the pirate moon. He beat his spoon against the pan, and with one voice they all began, shouting out more joyfully, "Now we're back home from the sea." Pirate stew, pirate stew, pirate stew for me and you. Pirate stew, eat it, and you won't be blue. You can be a pirate too. Long John produced an ancient pot. He then produced a wooden spoon. We will serve it piping hot underneath a pirate moon. He beat his spoon against the pan, and with one voice they all began, shouting out most joyfully, "Now we're back home from the sea." Pirate stew, pirate stew, pirate stew for me and you. Pirate stew, eat it and you won't be blue. You can be a pirate too.
Start with onions, start with carrots, add the seeds and feeds the parrots. Pulverized with heavy pestles, leeks are good, except in vessels. Add a figurehead soaked curvy, and some limes to ward off scurvy. Half a dozen silver spoons, half a sack of gold doubloons. That's the stew that you'll get rich in. Here they danced about the kitchen. Add a haddock, fat or thin, slice the main brace, drop it in. Tumble in the smorgasbord, stir it with a pirate sword. Season it with mermaid's tears, sing the band of buccaneers.
Cannonballs and red bandanas, pineapples and brown bananas, locks from Davy Jones's lockers, blood and thunders, shilling shockers. Add a slice of plank for walking, and some extra R's for talking. All the seashells she sells surely. Pop the lid on most securely. Cook it in a treasure chest. Stir it till it tastes the best. Serve it, eat it, then digest.
Finally, when ancient Clogger said, "I've got a Jolly Roger," so he threw that in as well. Then they rang the dinner bell. Pirate stew, pirate stew, pirate stew for me and you. Pirate stew, eat it, and you won't be blue, you'll become a pirate too. But my sister said, "If we eat the pirate stew, we'll be what they say you'll be. You'll be a pirate too." So we left our bowls of stew, quite unnoticed by the crew, so much too busy chowing down. Now they cried, "We'll go to town."
For the house became piratic. Sails billowed from the attic. All the pirates called, "Ahoy! Raise the anchor, girl and boy!" We went out into the garden, hauled the anchor off the railing. As the moon's above the yardarm, called the pirates, "Let's go sailing!"
They sailed that house about the town, they sailed it left, they sailed it right. They sailed it up, they sailed it down, they sailed it out into the night. They sailed our townhouse down the road, Old freebooters never stop, sang the pirates. Then they spotted Sally's donut shop.
I'm closing for the night, Sally told them. But the crew shouted, "We are pirates bright! We are here to do what pirates do. Hand over your donuts, hearties. We will have a donut party." She said, "There's this morning's donuts, slightly stale. No need to shout. Would you like to take and eat them? Otherwise, I'll throw them out." All the pirates cheered so loudly, threw their hats into the air, paid a gold coin, stating proudly, "Pirates always pay their share."
Donuts jammy, donuts creamy, donuts chocolate, donuts pale, donuts yummy, donuts dreamy, donuts only slightly stale. Me and sister gobbled up a lot of donuts for our supper.
Then we dropped the pirate's crew beside the saucy treasure chest, where pirates guzzled rum and do whatever pirates do the best. And as Long John steered us homeward, buccaneers called, "Toodle pip!" Soon we anchored in our garden, in our house, our home, our ship.
Parents tiptoed in and found us, sitting on the kitchen tiles. We were terrified they'd ground us. Not this time. They were all smiles. Long John told us that as kids go, you're the cream of any crop. Then they spied 2 dinner bowls, untouched upon the countertop.
My mom said, "Gosh, that smells like stew," and we were both like still peckish here. We told them, "No, they're afraid for you. They're more or less a souvenir." "What luck!" cried Mom. "Oh, good," said Dad. "A late night snack is what we need. Our meal tonight was very bad. Let's snack," said Dad. Said Mom, "Let's feed." We yelled, "That's what you must not do," too late, as when they spooned and scoffed. "Yum, yum," they said, "a scrumptious stew."
Now, hoist the pirate flag aloft.
And that is why since then we've had a pirate mum and a pirate dad.
Pirate stew, pirate stew, pirate stew for me and you. Well, that was entertaining. I guess that's how we'll get more crew. Speaking of more crew, we have something very special, even more special than pirate stew, for you. Here we have Commodore Max of the Dread Fleet, and he says that since you were all so good and ate your pirate stew, you can be pirates too. But we have to swear you in before the Commodore. So, I would like all of you to raise your right hand or sword and say along with me. I, and say your name, solemnly swear to be the best pirate to the Dread Fleet for all time and to eat my pirate stew. Hi, this is Captain Blackstrap again with the Dread Fleet, and we just want to say thank you to all of you for listening to our version of Neil Gaiman's Pirate Stew that is beautifully illustrated by Chris Riddell. And thank you again for joining LIBCON 2021 at the Glendale Library. Bye!